Got it. All
There you
right,
go.
there we go. Okay, so we're a week away, dude. Week away from college football, the mighty return. It's been a long time. I've been getting really antsy. So I'm excited, man. We have what, three games? Four games Saturday. Um, so
I
let's
think
just
we have actually. I think we have more than that.
well, this is just for Saturday.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then Thursdays. So we'll just start obviously the big game there, Florida State, Georgia Tech. I have a spreadsheet up, so we'll keep track of our picks throughout the year. And
Okay.
then at the end of the year, whoever has the most points is the winner, and we'll decide a punishment for the loser. So that's gonna be fun. And then we'll whatever the punishment is, we'll put on YouTube. So
I
you better get your picks right.
This game is interesting because Florida State's coming off of losing a lot of people to the transfer portal. They did get DJ Uiagalelei, but the last time he was in the ACC, he didn't really do that great with Clemson.
We got to see him in person too.
Yeah,
The
and
Clemson
he was.
Syracuse game, and he threw what, four interceptions?
I think he was like three or four. Yeah, and the other thing is like he wasn't that overly impressive at Oregon State either. So
Got the job done.
he did, but now, however, Georgia Tech last year would definitely did better. Um, they have Haynes King returning. They have a lot of their weapons returning on offense,
They
and
really hung in with Georgia too.
they did hang in
Rivalry
with
game.
Georgia, and that really surprised me.
Yeah.
So, with it being a neutral site game, give me Georgia Tech in this one. Um, I
Okay.
think because it being the first game of the year, jitters on both sides, I think Georgia Tech has a little bit more of an edge in this one, simply because they do have more starters returning and they do have their coach returning, they have their quarterback returning, whereas Florida State's breaking in a new quarterback,
Yep.
even though he is a veteran, it's a new quarterback to the system. So I like I like Georgia Tech in this game.
Okay. I do like the experience with Uiagalelei, so I think they'll have some decent footing in this first game. I
What's the
think this is
over?
going to be a competitive game. I think it's going
What's
to be
the
competitive.
what's the spread on this one?
If I go back here, according to ESPN, Florida State's favored by 11 and a half, and the over under for point totals 56 and a half. So
If I am
I think Georgia Tech covers though. I think they cover that point spread.
Yeah, I definitely think they cover. That's the reason I was going to say if you were doing the 11 and a half, I would take the under on it.
Yeah, I think Florida State wins by six. That's what I'm gonna go with.
I think it's by five or less.
Okay. Montana State and New Mexico. The Bobcats and the Lobos.
Give me Montana State in this one. They're coming off a real.
$18 for the cheapest ticket. You want to go?
I'm not willing to drive to Montana.
It's in Albuquerque.
Oh, yeah, I'm still not willing to drive to New Mexico.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, it's not really that exciting either.
both teams are decent. Montana State's coming up from the FCS level. Um, they're a really good team.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they won.
It's going to be a close game, but give me New Mexico.
Yeah, that's who I'm leaning towards. So,
But I
um,
would not be surprised if Montana State won that game.
no, I wouldn't either. Okay, SMU and Nevada. SMU now in the ACC, which is really weird, but
Give me Southern Methodist University in this one.
I think they're going to be pretty good this year.
The other team that we're going to get to later in the video because of week one matchups, the one team in the ACC this year that I think could be a very, very, very dark sleeper team is Cal. I think Cal with a weaker schedule than what they had in the Pac-12 and you really only have Clemson, Miami, and Florida State being the front runners in the ACC, I think Cal has a shot to possibly be mediocre or above average.
Maybe less than that. They're welcome to the ACC, Cal. You're about to get hammered.
What about Stanford?
I think Stanford will be a little bit better than Cal, but I think they'll be at the bottom. I do. Didn't who did Boston College beat last year in that bowl game? I'm pretty sure they beat it seemed like they beat one of those teams. I can't remember. It seems like they beat a Pac-12 team.
Well, I think Boston College won, but I also think there was a lot of opt-outs of that game too.
Probably, but the ACC's you're not giving them enough credit, and Cal's going to be pretty bad, I
Like
think.
I said, I like I
In a
said,
couple years, they might be pretty good, but to
it's my
start off,
it's my dark horse pick this year,
yeah,
just simply because it is a new terrain for them. I feel like the ACC is a little bit of a downgrading competition compared to the Pac-12 and what the Pac-12 was with USC, UCLA, Oregon, Washington, Washington State, Oregon State. So I can see Cal having some success because right out of the gate, I could see them beating Syracuse. I could see them beating Boston College. I could see them beating Louisville. Um,
no, no, they're not going to beat
poss-
Syracuse or Louisville.
Possibly North Carolina now that Drake May's gone. Duke is a question mark because the quarterback that transferred from Texas, I think, is going to be good.
You know
Um,
what? I want Grayson Loftus to be our starter. Okay, I I want him to be our starter. I really do. No,
um,
nothing against Malik Murphy, but Loftus got us through the end of last year, and that's who I want to ride with. That's my guy.
so, but all right, fourth game of that
Um,
Saturday.
what a lackluster matchup. I'm going Hawaii.
Is it Fresno State and Hawaii?
It's no, it's Delaware State.
Now, if it was Delaware, I would choose Delaware. But with it being Delaware State, I got to go Hawaii in this one.
Yeah, no chance there.
All right, so we
Um,
move to the Thursday and Friday games of officially week one of college football.
Technically, I think it's the remainder of the week zero stuff, whatever. Week zero is dumb. Just
It is
call it week
like just
one. Call
yeah,
it week
like
one. But Howard Rutgers is the first one we
I'm
have
going
there.
Rutgers.
Oh, for sure.
Their quarterback is pretty nice. They almost beat Ohio State last year. It was just a few misplays at the end of the game that cost them that one, but they hung in there a while with Ohio State.
Yeah.
So I'm going to Scarlet Knights in that matchup.
Yeah, some of these games we don't really need to talk about a whole lot. Um, my Catamounts are going down to state here to get blown out by 60. Man, it won't be that bad. I'm sure state will win like 51 to 10, maybe.
I'm going to go ahead and call this out right now. NC State, mark it down,
Mark it down. Okay.
mark it down. I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but their week two matchup against Tennessee, I could see that one being a lot closer than people think, simply because Alan Bowman has been in college football for God knows how long. I think it's like his seventh season or whatever.
What does he have to do with NC State and Tennessee?
Or I thought he was at NC State, or is he at Texas Tech?
He's at Oklahoma State. He was at
That's
Texas Tech
right.
for about a
Sorry.
year.
Yeah, I forgot. Who's NC State's quarterback?
State just picked up Grayson McCall, coastal.
That's right, from Coastal Carolina. and
Yeah.
he's a good passer. Like he is a really good passer.
He can run too, so
Yeah. So
he can
I
be a
could
threat
see
on the
him
ground as
giving
well.
Tennessee. I could see him giving Tennessee some fits in week 2.
Yeah. I would love to see
That's gonna be
Steve
a fun
Nathan
game to
too.
watch because you got Nico who can run and throw, and then you got Grayson McCall who can run and throw. It's really going to come down to whose defense can show up. And NC State's defense was pretty good last year.
Yep. Unfortunately, they have Jordan Waters. Man, why you got to do my Dookies dirty and leave? Come on, dude.
He
But
went for the money, man. He went for the
yeah,
money.
I know. State wins that one easy. Um, North Carolina, A&T, and Wake Forest. I don't even know why.
Wake Forest.
We don't even need to dwell on that. That's easy. Wake is fake, but they win this game.
What's
Uh,
the next one?
New Hampshire, UC. Let's just kind of roll through it here so we can just get through some of these. UCF, easy. They have
Yeah,
KJ Jefferson.
they do.
Yeah.
And that's the team that I would keep your eye on in the Big 12 because I do like KJ Jefferson paired up with Gus Malzahn. I think that's a really good combination as far as coach and quarterback.
Louisiana Monroe's only win of the year, right?
Against two.
Jackson State.
Yeah. I wouldn't say only win of the year. They are a pretty decent program. Speaking of, they just dropped some fire helmets. Their new Warhawk helmets that like mimics the Warhawks from World War II. I mean, they're sick.
All right.
Buffalo and Lafayette.
Yeah, that was
Buffalo.
yeah. Fordham and Bowling Green going to the
That's actually Fordham has been known to stick around in some games, and with it being against Bowling, that's a toss up. Like I really don't know. I'm gonna go Bowling Green just because it is
I think
Division
they
One,
yeah, I think they win pretty
but
easy.
that could go either way.
I think they win pretty easy. Um, the second Blue Devils, Central Connecticut State and Central Michigan.
Give me Simu.
Oh yeah, Seaman for sure. Arkansas, Pine Bluff, and Arkansas.
Give me Arkansas. Give me the Gazorbacks.
Bacon Bits.
Yeah, bacon. They are officially bacon bits again.
Yeah. Duquesne, DeQuesne, and
Uh,
Toledo.
Give me Toledo. They got a really good receiver this year. Um, that's going to be making some noise. Like
Um,
there's some people out there that said this receiver could possibly even win. I think it's the Blickentoff for the best wide receiver.
okay. Interesting. Um,
Murray State and Missouri. Missouri 100%. And
yeah,
Missouri, like schedule this year, dude. The only tough game they have is against Alabama. Like that's it. Like the rest of the SEC games they have are kind of like lackluster. Like maybe if somebody can like A&M or somebody could slip up, but I I see Missouri possibly being 11-1, maybe even 12-0 going into the college football playoffs.
uh, pretty much they only lost Cody Schrader, right?
Yeah, pretty much because Luther Burden came back.
Oh
They
yeah,
got
he's good, dude.
what's his name, a quarterback. Offensive
Um,
line is pretty good. They picked up some transfers. Missouri's looking pretty stout.
Brady Cook.
Yeah.
Kansas easy over Lindenwood.
Yep.
Carolina, Minnesota.
Ooh. Um.
I hate Carolina. I'm kind of wearing Carolina blue, aren't I? It's weird. Um, so just because of my pure hatred, I'm gonna go with PJ Fleck and his Minnesota Golden Gophers.
Carolina is so weird in this one because I really don't know who to pick because
They won last year, right? Pretty sure they won this game last year.
I think they did. But the reason I'm so conflicted, well, they won last year because they had Drake May, but
Dude's a stick. Screw that guy. I hope he gets ripped in half.
I'm gonna go Minnesota in this game
Okay.
because Minnesota does have a pretty good home atmosphere.
Yeah, it is. I hope Drake May gets ripped in half in the NFL this year. He gets his head
I don't
torn.
think what's crazy is I don't think Drake May or Jacoby Brissett starts. I think it ends up being Joe Milton for the
As it should
Patriots.
be. The dude's got a serious arm. Dude's far more talented than Drake May. Drake
Yeah,
kid.
like if Joe Milton can learn accuracy, then yeah, he's going to be a good quarterback. Like
Okay,
he can
North.
swing it a country mile. He just can't seem to put a soft touch on a football.
Yeah.
North Dakota State, Colorado,
I'm going North
man,
Dakota State. Colorado's trash.
give me
Way too
Colorado.
much hype for no reason.
Give me Colorado because it is first game of the year.
Yeah, I know, but way too much
So
hype for no reason. They're not good.
I if you want to stay with North Dakota State, I'm not going to give you grief about that one because I
So
mean that
Colorado, they have a lot of talent on that roster, but
they
you're
don't have a good
gonna.
coach.
Well, I don't think Dion's
Let's
bad,
be honest.
but
Dion is very, 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 very egotistical.
he is. They don't have a defense. They were terrible defensively last year. You only have like three, four guys that do anything on offense. I
Yeah,
don't know, man.
it's literally Schroeder Sanders, Travis Hunter, Schroeder Sanders, Travis Hunter. That's it.
Yeah,
And occasionally shallow on defense.
you might have a tight end every now and then,
Yeah.
but way too much hype for nothing there.
Coastal Carolina, Jacksonville State.
Um, I'm gonna go Jacksonville State.
I like Jacksonville State in this one. They look good at the end of last year.
Yeah, that's who I'm going with.
Alcorn State and UAB 100%. If I'm not mistaken, isn't Alcorn State at HBCU?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, because Steve McNair played there.
Um, Definitely going Tulane.
Yes, Tulane in this one.
Um, Tulsa for sure.
Yeah, give me Tulsa.
Golden Hurricanes. Next up we have Southern Utah, Utah, definitely Utah. For the next three, I'm going, of course, Utah, Illinois, and San Jose State.
Give me Utah, Illinois, and then Sacramento State. I think Sacramento State can pull the upset in that one.
Okay. Then we have my Dukies. Let's go.
Hey, the last time they played Elon, they lost in turn or they lost in the tournament or whatever. Or no, that was to Lehigh. Never mind, not Elon.
I was like, when has Duke lost to Elon?
But isn't Elon and Lehigh in the same conference in basketball?
I don't know. I feel like is Lehigh's in the Patriot?
Yeah, they are the Patriot. Elon is in like the same
They're
conference. Are they in the conference with Colgate? Or not Colgate, but
I think
what
Colgate Patriot too.
not Colgate. I'm trying to think of the team.
I
Charleston.
can't think of what conference they're in.
Are they in the conference with Charleston?
I don't know. I can't remember now.
But yeah, I'm
How
gonna go
relevant
Duke
they
in
are.
that game.
TCU at Stanford. That's gonna be a good game.
Give me TCU.
Okay. I'd really like to go with the Horned Frogs. I really do, because you know how much I like the Horned Frogs, but I hate to do this, but I'm gonna go with Stanford. I really hate to do that.
Man.
I know.
Hey, speaking of Lehigh, they play Army week 1.
You get drilled.
Give me Army.
Okay, and then we have Temple at Oklahoma. Oklahoma.
Oklahoma game is going to be interesting because they are breaking in a new quarterback. I do think it's going to be a slow start for Oklahoma. I do think they pull it off, but man, what an upset that would be. First game joining the SEC, and then you get beat by Temple right out of the gate. That would be freaking hilarious.
I don't think so. FAU at Michigan State. I think I think that might be somewhat of a close game actually, but I'm gonna go.
I'm going to go Michigan State by 10.
Yeah, definitely going Sparty. And then we have Western Michigan, the Broncos at the Badgers. Gotta go Wisconsin.
Ooh. Who's Western Michigan's quarterback?
That's a very good question. I really don't feel like pulling it up right now. Um, oh, I just clicked on roster. Oops. Let's see. Yeah, there you go.
Who is it? I
I don't
can't read
even know
it.
who the starter is. I have no clue who the starter is. Two of them don't even have a picture.
Huh.
I don't know.
Is what's his name from Cincinnati, Bryant or whatever? Is he still, or is it Bryant that was at Wisconsin last year?
Man, now I gotta scroll all the way back down. Uh, well, let's just. Why did I click on it again? All I need to do is click on roster. Um, no,
Who is Wisconsin's
they have
quarterback?
Tyler Van Dyke on the roster.
Mm.
That's odd. I had no clue. I don't know.
If Tyler Van Dyke's there, then that should be interesting because if he can get the starting job, okay, listen, if Tyler Van Dyke gets the starting job at Wisconsin, Wisconsin fans are in for a long season because he sucked at Miami. I mean, absolutely sucked at Miami. And this was a guy that was projected to possibly be a number 1 quarterback in the NFL draft. I'm great, but it's not going to pay the same amount of money. But I'm gonna go Wisconsin in this game. But if Tyler Van Dyke's your starting quarterback, boy, when Alabama comes to town, that's going to be a rough day.
They come to town fairly early, right?
I think week 3, week 4, something like that.
Yeah. The big game, man. I looked at tickets for this. I'm not gonna go, but man, that's gonna be a great game to start off.
I do think Clemson has a shot to pull the upset.
That's who I'm taking, actually.
I do think they have a legit shot to pull and shock college football world right out of the gate.
They're coming off an SEC win and that
Because the
backslash
reason
victory.
why
They beat
I
Kentucky,
would pick
not Georgia, but
I would pick Georgia in a heartbeat if Lad McConkey was still there. But the fact that you lost Brock Bowers, Lad McConkey, and um
that's still gonna be
what's his name? The other I think the black kid got drafted too, the other receiver. I think he was like number 5 or number 11. I can't remember.
not Rosen Jackson.
He either got drafted or got arrested. I can't remember.
Well, it happens to one of them every week. It seems like a player getting arrested out of Georgia.
Basically, the modern day Georgia Bulldogs is the 0708 Florida Gators. Like, come on, man. Let's be
Every
honest.
week we're getting reports of a Georgia player getting arrested.
So let's just say this. Georgia fans, y'all have had more players arrested than you have national championships.
More players arrested under Kirby Smart than wins under Kirby Smart.
Like, dude, it's you talking about a death penalty. Like, Georgia's flirting a fine line with that, but because they're a power name, they're never going to get a death penalty.
Yeah.
But put me down for Georgia. I do like. I want to go Clemson, but like part of me, I'm just playing the safe game on this one
Yeah. Yeah. I'm good. Going out there a little bit on some of these games.
because
Um,
they do still have the science lab kid as the quarterback. So this game is going to be fun.
oh
Penn
yeah.
State, West Virginia.
Oh yeah.
This, oh man, I think West Virginia wins this one. I really do.
I'm going Penn State, but it's gonna be
Is it at Penn State or West Virginia?
it's at West Virginia, it's in Morgantown. I think Penn State wins by seven
Oh,
or eight.
yeah, because West Virginia is supposed to be wearing their Cole uniforms or whatever they came out with for this game,
Yep.
which they look awesome, by the way. I love those uniforms. Um, I'm going West Virginia because if Green is still their quarterback, he was looking really good at the end of last year, and I feel comfortable with West Virginia.
Yep. I think Penn State wins by seven or eight, but it's gonna be a great game. Okay, let's roll through real quick. Iowa, easy. Going Virginia Tech over Vandy.
That Vandy game's going to be tough, but I do like Virginia Tech.
Yeah. And then below that was UConn at Maryland.
You know
Um,
what? You know what? I'm going to do it. UConn is riding a high wave right now, but coming off a back-to-back national championships for basketball. That the football program, they have a good baseball program. The football program's got to get up border at some point. So why not beating Maryland first game of the year? Like,
their
come on.
baseball team had to beat Duke. Like, come on.
So I'm going to go UConn. So
Okay. Yeah, you know what? It's a good possibility. I can see it happening for sure. Louisville easy.
yeah, give me Louisville. Austin P does have a good program on the rise, but not quite there yet.
Ooh, the Sycamores and the Boilermakers. I got Purdue.
Man, only if we got to see that matchup of Avila versus
Right.
Edie in the March Madness. That would have been great.
Yeah,
Um,
hate they didn't make the tournament. Yeah,
give me
almost won the
they did win the NIT.
they were runner up.
Who won it?
Well, now I can't remember. I'm pretty sure they were runner up, weren't they? Seton Hall. Was it Seton Hall? No. Was it? I can't remember.
Hold on.
I gotta look it up. We're getting all sidetracked here, but I gotta look this up. Um, it was it Seton Hall? Yeah, Seton Hall beat him. I was right by two. I was right. Because I'm pretty sure I was at work and I was watching it on my phone. But yeah, that Seton Hall did beat him. So,
Um,
but anyway,
give me Purdue in this one.
yeah, yeah. Um, they should take care of business there. And then we gotta hurry up here because we're running out of time. Kent State at Pitt.
Give me Kent State.
I was kind of leaning there, but
Give
I'm gonna
because
say
you got to
Cardinals.
think Kent State did hang 26 on Georgia in Athens
Yeah.
last year. Give me Kent State Golden Flashes.
Um, yeah, I'm gonna take the safe route there, but man, I'm gonna be kicking myself if I don't get that one. Bucknell and the Navy. Navy.
Give me Navy, and then give me Tennessee.
Yeah. And then we have Oklahoma State all day.
Yep,
They could possibly win the Big 12 this year.
they could, but like I said, I think it's going to come down between them and Kansas. I really do.
Yeah. Uh,
Give me Cincinnati,
yep. I'm going
Washington
Washington
State.
and Ohio State.
Yeah, give me Ohio State. Give me Texas. Boy, I would love Colorado State to win that game.
Not nearly good enough.
No, but man, that would be great.
It would be pretty funny.
Like that would be a big FU to the Texas fan base.
We couldn't do it in the NCAA tournament this year of basketball, but we can do it in football. Okay. I
I'm going Miami. 100% Miami.
God, this is tough, dude. This is tough. Cam Ward, right? He's with Miami now, so
He's at Miami, and then you have what's his name coming back for a second season at Florida.
it's gosh, why can't I think of his name from Wisconsin? Um, why can't I think of his name?
He's basically Joe Burrow 2.0. Because he did, even though Florida sucked last year, he did have over a 70% completion percentage.
Dude, why can't I think of his name? Holy crap. Dude, I don't know why I can't think of his name. Gosh, I'm going Florida. Shoot. Who is it? Who is it from Wisconsin? Who is it? I can't,
I can't think of it either.
why can't either one of us think of it? Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. It's right there. Graham Mertz, good grief.
Yeah, Graham Mertz.
He's not Joe Burrow 2.0, not even close.
I
Oh
think
my
he
gosh,
could
I'm gonna
be.
scroll all the way back down. Um, because we're running out of time here. Where are we? So you're going Miami. I'm
I'm
going
going Miami.
in the next one. Florida International is going to be good here in the coming years, though. Why did I type in Indiana, Miami? Are you going Indiana too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Before,
Indiana's going to be a sweeper team in the Big Ten this year because they got James Madison's coach and they got the quarterback from James Madison.
okay. UTEP, Nebraska. I want to go
Give
UTEP.
me
I'm gonna
UTEP.
go.
You know what? Give me UTEP. They're gonna go in and knock off Dylan Raiola in Nebraska, and then the Matt Rule era is just gonna come crashing down. Like, give me UTEP.
Okay. Eastern Michigan and UMass. I'm going Emu.
Yeah, give me Emu.
Walk like an emu. Um,
Ooh, here's an old SoCon rivalry, but give me App State,
yep.
and then give me Iowa State after that,
Yeah, pretty easy.
and then give me Syracuse.
Okay, so we have Ohio at Syracuse.
Yep, give me
Um,
Syracuse.
yeah, Syracuse should take care of business there.
Give me Kennesaw State over UTSA.
Okay.
This is their first year in FBS, and I think they pull that one out.
I'm going with the Roadrunners. Air Force, easy.
Yeah,
Um, as
Northwestern.
as much as I'd like to go, shoot, who is it? I already forgot. Whatever. I think Northwestern is pretty decent, so I would like to go Miami, Ohio, but
And then
different.
give me Northern Illinois.
I'm gonna go with Western Illinois.
Okay.
We got Boise at Georgia Southern. I'm going Boise.
Yeah, give me Boise. South Carolina.
Yep. And then what's next? We got I'm going Marshall. I'm going
Yeah, give me Marshall, Cal, and then
I'm going North Texas.
who are they playing that week?
South Alabama.
Give me South Alabama.
Oops. Okay. And then we have I'm going Mississippi State, Liberty, Virginia.
Yep.
And then what's after that?
East Carolina, Norfolk State. Give me East Carolina.
Oh yeah, we got that easy.
Now, if it was basketball, I might take Norfolk.
Oregon State, Alabama, Ole Miss,
Yeah, Oregon State, Alabama, Ole Miss. Yep.
and then after that, we have Kansas State. I'm gonna go with Arkansas State.
I'm gonna go Kansas State, Arkansas State, South Florida.
I don't know how much time we have left. We're running out. South Florida, Baylor, Houston.
Yep. Houston. Who is that against Middle Tennessee State?
Hold on. I'm trying here. We're about to run out of time. So I'm just trying to get all our picks down before the video ends. Tennessee Tech. So Middle Tennessee. I'm gonna go Sam Houston over Rice.
I'm gonna go Middle Tennessee, Rice, and then Troy.
Rice, Troy. Who's Troy playing? Nevada. I'm going Nevada.
Okay.
Man, how many games do we have left? Memphis, Oregon. I'm going A&M.
I'm going Memphis, Oregon, Notre Dame,
Oregon State.
and then Michigan.
Uh, yeah, Michigan, Auburn. Gosh, Michigan, Auburn, UCLA.
Yep, I agree with those.
What's next?
Scroll down.
Texas Tech, Kentucky, BYU, Georgia Tech.
Yep, I agree with all those.
Um, okay. Sorry about that slight mishap. We ran out of time, but it's okay. I got us back up now. Okay, so we left off at Georgia State, Georgia Tech. We're both going Georgia Tech. So next up we have Houston Christian, used to be Houston Baptist, at SMU. SMU, I think, should win that fairly easily.
Yeah,
Um, then we have Grambling at Louisiana and
Louisiana.
the Raging Cajuns. Um, Nichols at La Tech.
Louisiana Tech.
Yeah, that's an easy call. And then the next one after that is Texas A&M Commerce at San Diego State. Wow, what a barn burner that's going to be.
San Diego State.
Oops. Okay. And then we have Robert Morris at Utah State.
Utah State.
Some of these we probably don't even need to pick.
Next one, I'm taking James Madison.
Um, you know what? I'm gonna go with Charlotte.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Charlotte. And then the next one after that is Lamar at Texas State. I'm going with the Bobcats.
I'm going Bobcats as well.
Okay. Rolling through here. Southeast Missouri State and New Mexico State. I think we're both going with the Aggies on that one.
I'm going with the Aggies, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm going Arizona after that.
Um, yeah, I like that. Even though Jed Fish left for Washington, I like the fact that a lot of the players stayed. So I'm hoping they're still going to be really good this year.
That could definitely be a sleeper team in the Big 12.
Yes. It's weird getting used to the transition of teams like that being in the Big Ten versus Big 12. It's just weird. Wyoming at Arizona State.
I'm going Wyoming.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Sun Devils, but not comfortable in that one at all. Not comfortable in the least bit. Weber State and Washington.
Washington.
Yep.
And a good one Sunday night.
Okay, so my problem here is, like every year, we have the Darlington race. So it's gonna be back and forth between the TV screen and my phone. Probably should start a racing channel too to discuss our NASCAR content.
Yeah,
Um, I'm gonna go with LSU, and I think the difference in that game is defense. I don't know. I'm sure USC will have improved on
who's
defense
USC's
over the offseason.
quarterback?
I forgot his name. He looked good when he took over for Caleb Williams in that ball game last year. I can't remember who it is though, but he looks good. Um,
I'm gonna go LSU just because Grant Nussmeier is pretty good.
yeah, he is too. Um, I don't remember who it was that took over. Was it Miller Moss maybe?
I think it was Miller Moss,
He looked good. So I don't know who the starter's going to be. I imagine it'll be him. But
unless they got a 5-star that came in or something.
yeah. Oh gosh, why does that happen? Okay, so yeah, I think the defense is the difference in that one. And then the last one we have here to close out week one is Florida State, Boston College, and I'm going Florida State.
Man, Florida State starting off with two ACC games right out of the gate.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, give me Florida State in that one.
Okay. And then finally, what we're gonna do here is I know we've been doing this a few years. We haven't done it on YouTube, but I know when we make our picks for every week, we like to have a bonus pick.
Okay.
So, do we want to do a final score prediction for LSU and USC?
I think instead of final score prediction, I think we should guess how many total passing yards between both teams.
Okay, so a total altogether.
Yeah.
Okay. Um,
Hush. You don't want to go outside because it's raining, you stupid idiot. But he's barking to go
it's
outside.
not raining. It's actually pretty dry out here.
Sorry, my dog's barking at me.
Okay. Okay, passing yardage total. Uh,
I'm gonna
I'm
go
gonna,
7. I'm gonna go 745.
I was, I was thinking a little bit lower, but I don't. I'm gonna say 633.
Okay, okay.
So whoever's closest, because there is potential for us to go over, but it's just whoever's closest will get the point. So how we'll do this is for every team we pick correctly, it's just 1 point throughout the season. The
I
bonus
will
pick,
say, according to though the bonus pick, it has to be within 100 yards of our guess prediction. So, like, say if it's like 100 yards, like over, then if it's like 101, then we don't get it. If it's like exactly 100, then okay, it's kind of like justifiable. Or would you even say 75 yards?
I mean, I was kind of thinking that, so in your way of doing that, there's potential for us to not score points with our bonus pick.
Yeah.
So do you either want to do it that way or just do it to where one of us is going to get bonus points?
I would do it to where, like, if we don't get anywhere close to it, neither of us gets it
Okay, well that's fair. So
because the bonus is supposed to be more challenging.
right. Okay. I agree with that because we'll just set it up to where the bonus pick is worth 5 points.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's do it that way. Let's actually do it within, do you want to do it within 50 yards? That would be hard. We can do it
Yeah,
within
do it within
75.
50 yards.
Okay. If we get it within 50 yards, then we'll get the bonus points. So that'll be worth 5, but each game we pick is worth 1. So
Yep.
after week 1, we will tally up everything here because that's a lot for week 1. And then we'll have the point total and we'll just update that throughout the season. So good luck to you.
Sounds good.
Yep. And like I said, we'll have a punishment for the loser.
I'm
Don't know
not
what
sure
that
what
is
that
yet.
punishment is yet.
Not sure what that is yet. We'll come up with that. What we'll do is we can create a poll or something and we'll let our viewers decide what the punishment will be. I think that'll be good. You came up with that idea, so I do like that.
Yeah.
So we'll leave it up to you guys to decide what the punishment's going to be. But whatever that's going to be, we'll pick one and we'll post it on YouTube. So post it on here on this channel. So yeah.
All righty. Well, I
So
think
that
that covers it for week 0 and week 1, and then
yep.
we'll be back and we'll be doing a video the week of week 1 for week 2 because we're not going to be in town week 2, so we got to do stuff a week ahead. So yeah.
Yep. That sounds good to me. So I look forward to this. This is gonna be fun.
Yep.
Yep.
All
So,
righty.
all
Well,
right.
y'all have
Well,
a good night.
yep. I'll catch you later, and we will see you guys in the near future.
All right. See ya.
All right.